Hey everybody, welcome to our Rick and Kelly Unmasked RHOC recap of episode 6.
Hi, I am channeling beautiful Emily Simpson.
You are? She wore that dress?
She wore this dress last night. I happen to have, I think, every outfit one of those girls have, or something similar to it.
What is that dress?
This is Zimmerman. And I believe Emily was wearing the same one last night on Watch What Happens Live. I find Emily Simpson to be the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girl in the world.
Well, I might be biased, but I think you wore it better.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Who rocked it?
I want to thank all of you for subscribing to our channel and for watching our shows. We had over 6,000 subs in the last couple of weeks or 3 weeks, and 250,000 views so far. We're crushing it, and we appreciate
We are
being
officially YouTubers now.
It's pretty exciting. Real quick, tell them about what happened when you went to the Pavilion grocery store and the cashier started talking to you.
Oh my God. So I walked up and I was getting my groceries and the cashier goes, oh my God. Oh my God. She's like, Jake, the guy that bags groceries, always tells me that you come in here. She's like, whatever reason, I was with my daughter and we were on YouTube and your thing came up. She's like, oh, she looks familiar.
The YouTube channel?
YouTube channel like came up on her YouTube channel. And she goes, I just want to tell you that I think your YouTube channel of the recaps is way, way more interesting than...
And more entertaining.
And more entertaining than the show itself.
Yeah.
I looked at her and I'm like, oh my God, thank you. Like,
So nice.
like it was the nicest thing. You know, I get these like haters that come after me all the time, but when somebody in real life comes up to me and they say that they're entertained, I just love entertaining.
That's why we're
people.
doing it. And so, we want to read some comments. Real quick, don't forget, if you like this show, please go to our Patreon page, Rick and Kelly Unmasked on patreon.com, and subscribe. You can do it for a month, and if you don't like it, you can go away. But it's, it starts at $5, and we think it's really, really fun.
And we have so many, and if you go to patreon.com and you read all of our comments, and we just got 140?
140.
Oh, 140
less
in
than 2 weeks.
Yeah, but we have a lot more.
Yeah.
But if you read the comments, every one of them love it. They enjoy it. I don't have one negative thing on there. Not like the trolls on Twitter and Instagram.
We love our patrons.
Yeah, so
real quick, so this is some of your YouTube comments. People who watch us on YouTube, including John R., who said, I had to watch that scene with the creepy Heather and Terry dance bouncing. Feel like I need a therapist for PTSD now. It was Kelly's idea to slow it down, by the way, so you can blame her for that. Kelly, you need to come back on the show and kick some much-needed ass. I'm so sick of seeing Shannon apologizing for nothing. It's all staged.
Well, it certainly seems like it this year, doesn't it? Oh, you know what I got? Just not to get off base here, but I got this Patreon comment, and I should have done this before, but go ahead, read them.
You and Rick are not only hot together, you effing rock together, someone said.
Oh, that's the Casbah.
You can love or hate Kelly, but you have to admit that she always brought entertainment and authenticity, unlike the cast this season. This is from Erica Joe. She says, these YouTube recaps deserve much higher ratings than the RHOC episodes do. Keep being you and ignore the haters. Nikki Brooks said, I can't get enough of you two loving your Patreon. Jay Smith said, Heather has a weird grudge towards Shannon. I think she is threatened by Shannon's seniority because she has been on the show the longest.
They all feel like that. It's weird. They get like that.
Dinah Kay said, I hate woke, and Bravo is playing woke.
Once you go woke, you go broke.
Contract rules state that housewives cannot threaten and or sue one another. Kohar Lane wrote, how is rude, mean, condescending Heather able to threaten to sue Shannon and Bravo is okay with it? It's a bit hypocritical and discriminating to pick and choose what is okay and what is not. Kelly, we love you. If that was you, you would have been fined for it.
Oh yeah, I would have been fined. I would have been fined for that.
I love this from Cindy R. She said, watching Terry Dubrow dance made my eyes bleed, and then I wanted to shower immediately. I couldn't wait for this. Kelly and Rick, love you. Bridge 30B said, Brandy, I love watching you too.
Okay, can I just read the one I woke up to this morning? I woke up to this Patreon, this patron this morning. It says, Kelly, don't go back to that stupid show. Kelly, or anything to do with Andy. They can't pay you enough, and you are too good for them. Your hubby is rights.
If they would have kept you,
if they would have kept you, their numbers would not have gone so low. Thank you, Giselle. How do you say that? Bombardari?
Giselle Bombardier.
Bombardier. Thank you, Giselle.
Very sweet, Giselle.
Very nice.
I really like this one. Yeah, people like Andy keep calling you irrelevant. This is from Miracle Yorkies. People like Andy keep calling you irrelevant, and other people who talk about you call you irrelevant, but they're all talking about you, and they're all writing about you, so you must be pretty relevant.
I don't know if I don't think Andy Cohen is calling me irrelevant because he has a Kelly corner that he talks about me
On the radio.
On the radio,
Like every
on
day.
a Sirius. So
yeah, because you provide him with content.
I do. He says I provide him with a lot of content. So I don't think he said that.
G. Wang said, I like Kelly from the start of her season in OC, always entertaining, and I think Rick definitely balances the no-filter side of Kelly. You guys really complement each other. Looking forward to more videos. Amar Phoenix said, love you guys. We need a show with you too. We'd be totally invested. And then Evan Stiliano said, he's a legend and greatly missed on TV. Talking about me.
Oh, wow.
Legend.
You are.
Love it. Kelly, you're so funny. People need to lighten up and not take life so seriously. Laugh more. It's a great medicine, especially nowadays.
Yes.
Two more. Madeline.
You can't joke anymore. Can't joke.
No.
Because people twist it and say that you're...
They're very sensitive.
Yeah, very sensitive.
Madeline Guamon said, you can love or hate Kelly, but she makes great reality TV. Better than Heather. Love watching when Rick do your thing and speak your mind. And then there's this from Stir the Sauce. I can't support someone who considered me part of the herd. Sorry.
Who's part of the herd?
Following the herd.
Who's supporting? What?
I think they were talking about COVID stuff.
Oh.
Anyway.
I'm sick of COVID.
I know.
Everybody and their mommy has COVID. I'm sick of it. Can we just get rid of this already?
Last week's Housewives show was the lowest rated in the history of the franchise.
In the history of all histories.
In the history of the Orange County franchise. Last week's
How's
show.
that form, that reboot to form? How's that going?
They rebooted, returned to form, and apparently the form is failing. I don't know what the form is.
What is a form? And then everyone's like, it's like people are like, well, you had to go with the delay numbers. You had to go with the delay numbers.
Well, what are they?
Well, what are they?
Let's see them.
It's like people that get the third or fourth, fifth booster. They're like, oh, well, it was the other people's fault. And
Right.
oh, by the way, I it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. That's
Getting
why
sick wasn't
getting
that
sick. Yeah, getting sick wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's focus on the Housewives. And one other thing about the ratings, the reason why it came up is because we compared the first 4 weeks and showed that your season, last season 15, your last season, outrated every week of this season. And this season's numbers have consistently dropped for the last 3 weeks. So we're looking to see what happens after last night's show.
Which I think last night's episode was pretty entertaining. I'm not gonna bash this one because it gave us a lot of material. So here we go.
We have a number of highlights. The first clip I like to call Dumb and Dumber.
Pick a continent. Not the United States, though. Puerto Rico.
Is it? Oh, South Africa?
Wait, who's Dumb and Dumber? Noella. We'll call Noella dumb, and we'll call Gina dumber because I know Gina longest, and she didn't know what probate was. I had explained to her what probate was last year. I swear to God. So I know that she's not that bright. But
I mean, Noella seems like she's bright to me, but then you say pick a continent, not the United States or Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a territory. The United States is a country.
Yeah.
And then watch now what happens when what Gina's reaction to that.
Pick a continent. Not the United States, though. Puerto Rico.
Is it? Oh, South Africa?
He is in mother Mykonos.
Where is Mykonos?
It's a little party island in Greece.
Greece. Okay.
Well, he doesn't know that I know. So that's what's going on.
What the? It's absurd. It's so absurd. Like, first of all, I have to think about where Mykonos even is. And then it's like, what are you doing in Mykonos, bro? Like, you just left your wife. Your son is here. What are you doing in Mykonos? Like, what? Where is Mykonos?
Well, she didn't know where Mykonos was.
how do you not know where Mykonos is? I've even been to Mykonos. I was in Mykonos with my traveling gays for their wedding.
That was right before we went on our first date.
Right. I was all through Santorini, Crete, and.
Well, I've never been to Mykonos, but I've heard of it 100 times. Like I know where it is. I've heard of it.
That's who these people on this show, Heather Dubrow, they act like none of them are worldly. Not one of them are worldly. Gina isn't, Shannon isn't, Emily, none of them have either lived out of the country, except maybe Noella. It's bizarre to me. None of them are well traveled.
I thought it was funny that Gina was like, why would he go there? And I'm like,
to get some.
Why do you think he went there?
To get some pee?
Come on.
Come on.
He went there because he wanted to have some fun. He had broken up with his wife and was looking for a good time.
Yeah, that's what you do in Mykonos. It's a party town.
So if you go to Mykonos, I'm coming with.
Yeah. I had some fun there, but that was before you.
Okay, thank you. Our second clip is Noella getting very graphic about her morning.
But I masturbated this morning.
I masturbated this morning.
Was that when I was driving Jolie to school?
I masturbated this morning. Are you supposed to, like, you know what? Just
Do we announce that typically?
Just FYI, you don't have to masturbate when you're single. Dick is free.
Ooh.
Okay? Let's just be honest.
Well.
It is. It's easy.
Mine's
like,
not.
why are you bragging about masturbating? It's like.
Well, she said prior to that she wasn't interested in a man because she had just been burned by a man.
Okay, well, there's a bunch of chicks out there.
Yeah, well, maybe she'll find one.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. This was perhaps the most shocking moment of the episode when the ladies were in the sauna. Jen, Heather, and Emily decided to have lunch.
I'm so hungry. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. But are you eating a sandwich? Yeah, I thought Mom. We're detoxing. It's turkey. Do you want half? Thank you.
Why does she have a turkey sub in her purse?
I have to eat it right or I'm gonna pass out. Cranking it up because we have to detox now the turkey.
You don't eat in the sauna. It's not a thing.
Turn it on full so that way I eat it and it comes right out. I'm dying over your sandwich.
This might be the only time I agree with Heather on anything.
What?
That you're not supposed to eat in a sauna.
It's sweaty. Why would you want to? First of all, I love what is it? The Mike's
Mike's.
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's.
I love Jersey Mike's, and I want to know if she got it the Mike's way. Okay, because that's how I get it. I asked for the Mike's way, and I want to know if I think maybe if I was on that sauna, I would ask her if she made it the Mike's way. I probably wouldn't have had a bite. But
you probably would have, but the point being, I don't know. Was she doing that as a gag? Was she trying to be funny? Did she know that would get her that would make it on the show?
She forgot that she ate a foot long, and she said she didn't eat all day, and Shane had a reminder that she ate a foot long.
She ate a foot long earlier that day.
She likes subs. You know what? I have to tell you, I love subs too with jalapenos. But what I do, secret is, I have them scoop out the bread. The bread.
I do that too.
You do too?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, and with bagels. When I was in New York, I would get bagels, and I'll make sure. Can you scoop it first, and then the stuff fits in there.
Yeah, the stuff fits in there.
The cream cheese and the turkey. I like turkey and cheese.
Okay,
and
all right. Let's go.
Oh, we forgot to talk about Noella's furniture, which caught your eye.
I know. So Noella dresses like $1 million, right? But when you see the furniture in these people's home, it's like they spend so much money on clothes, but their freaking furniture is atrocious.
But you didn't like her furniture.
No, it's like all show and no go. My friends in San Francisco were all Russian, and they always dress in Hermes and labels and Bulgari and all kinds of Cartier everywhere.
Yeah.
And then you go to their house and you're like, ooh, like big hat, no cattle. Like it was like it's like all show, no go.
The other
it's
thing
like,
I forgot.
It's bizarre to me how people don't invest in furniture.
Yeah.
Like they do on clothes.
You do. We do.
Yes, we do.
We're going to buy really nice furniture for our house in the desert.
We are.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
The other thing I forgot to ask you about was when they went to the spa, Heather said to the woman, put it on my account. Put the whole room on my account.
So I talking to Shannon Beador last night, and she called me, and I go, what was up with Heather saying, oh, put it on my tab? And she was dying laughing because production pays for that. Just an FYI. Put it on my tab. Like, we were on the floor laughing. Like, she is so phony baloney, and it's like
They set that up. Like the spa gives you the treatment for free in exchange
Yes.
for a mention on the show, right?
well, but sometimes, but production will always pay for it.
What about her
And then
30
they'll pay for extras. Like they'll give you a budget of when we go shopping. They'll give
Yeah.
you a budget to go spend money at the store.
What about her $36,000 sushi bill? Do you think the show paid for that?
I don't think because I know the show's on budget, so
Yeah.
I think I don't know for a fact, but maybe they paid for most of it.
Can I just say there's no way they spent $36,000 on sushi?
I don't know. We've got a Nobu one time. It's been like $1,500 for little pieces of sushi. I kind of believe
And maybe
it.
if they brought the chef in.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But for 10 people, and then they waste it and they don't take it to the food.
The next clip
Shelter?
is actually going to be a still frame, and it's
And I said this to Shannon Beador. I'm not being mean.
it's right here.
I'm not being mean.
Oh, you told her.
I
about
told
this.
her. I told
Without
her
the light.
last night.
It's about her beehive.
I told her last night, I go, whoever did your hair, Shannon, needs to be fired. She goes, well, it's Kyle Richards' hair person. And I go, because it's Kyle Richards' hair person, which I love Kyle Richards' hair, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm like, what made you think, and what, by the way, they have to get that approved by Bravo. When they do the beehives with the thing stuck in, I'm like, you look like you went to Claire's and you stuck a bunch of pins in there and you're back in 1988 prom. That's what that looks like. She goes, I know, I will never do an updo. And I think Shannon has beautiful hair, but I mean, this is a little,
Did she think it looked good when she saw it on TV? Did she like it?
she said she wanted to do it different. She wanted a different style. And
okay.
they got it, they approved it. I don't know how, but I mean, I wish I was in the approval process. So,
Because you would have told her.
but
Definitely do not do that.
But the last scene with Shannon with that collar, that was mine. I lent it to her.
You lent it to her.
Yeah, so she could wear it. I thought it would be pretty, and it was. That
Your
black
hair, by the
outfit
way.
with the collar, with the that was mine. I styled her.
You're very generous.
Yes, I am.
And your hair looks awesome today.
Oh,
you
thank
crimped
you.
it?
Well, I crimped it. I got this little beach waver. It goes like a crimper, and that's what I did. And then I did my own makeup. Look.
Yeah,
I
it looks professionally done. Very nice. Very nice.
I'm channeling. Don't I look a little like Emily?
You look like a movie star.
Oh, thank you.
The next clip is Noella goes to Heather's house, and the two of them square off. Heather confronts Noella
Yes.
with her comments. Watch this.
The start of our friendship was in your house with you slamming people against walls and yelling at people. And then we
Slamming people against walls.
I heard it. I was right near the staircase, but it was a
slamming against walls.
The night of Heather's Nobu party, somebody told me Terry and Heather were shoving somebody against the wall.
Actually, we are camera down.
What is going on?
I didn't slam anyone against a wall.
Okay.
What I'm getting right now is like psycho vibes. What are you talking about? Like, am I being punked?
Am I being punked right now? Am I being punked right now? Because she's giving me psycho vibes? No, bitch, you're psycho, okay? You are psycho. I heard, now this is the problem. I heard before this was even on that she did shove a cameraman, okay? I did. However, if they don't show it on camera, okay, it didn't happen. So if you didn't see it and now it's hearsay, it didn't happen.
Meaning it might have happened, but we can't prove it. We don't know for sure.
Right.
There's no evidence.
There's
of it.
no evidence of it, like at all. You have to, and that's the problem. There's always hearsay.
People exaggerate.
People exaggerate. We don't know in this situation if she really hit somebody, but that's what I heard before anything when that first thing came out. Emily herself told me that she told cameras down.
We heard that. We heard Heather say, "Cameras down."
Yeah.
But then we
First of
also.
all, is she a producer? She's on a reality show. Who is she to say cameras down? Like, who does she think she is talking to people like that? She doesn't run, she's not production. She doesn't run the show. Like, she's not a showrunner. Like, Like, I would have told her to go pound sand and shut up.
Wasn't that one of the first events of this current season? That they shot that, one of the first things they did was that party, right?
Right. And that with the fake where she said that, you know, Shannon's to blame for telling the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
But we did see her put her hand on it looked like she put it on the lens of the camera.
Yeah.
When she was saying cameras down, she actually put her hand on it, and that's why I think people were saying that she shoved the cameraman or whatever, because she did make contact. It looked like, or almost made contact. They may have cut it right before she actually touched the camera, but you're not supposed to do that.
So my camera guys, that were for 5 years, they're not doing it this year, and they're like, we can't stand her. Thank God we're not on. We're not doing it. So
Really?
yeah, it's the truth. I have not texted message.
So really, we don't know what happened.
We don't know what happened. I can't. I heard, but I wasn't there. I didn't
Right.
see it. So if it's not shown on camera, it didn't happen.
Noella
Sorry.
said she shoved someone against the wall, and it sounds like that was an exaggeration.
Yeah.
But then the scene continued, and we both reacted when Heather said what she said to Noella. So watch this.
No, I'm not sure I'm the right friend for you. I feel really bad for Noella.
I'm sure that I'm not the right wife for you. I'm not the right friend for you. I'm kidding.
I'm sure you are.
I'm sure that who
I'm not the right friend. for you.
interviews friends like that and says, I'm sure I'm not the right friend. This is the problem with this group. There's no cohesive, real friends. It's all fake. It's all contrived. This is the problem. I'm gonna tell you who I can be friends with. Like, this is an ensemble cast. This is a TV show. You have to make nice. Just like I had to on that bus and everywhere else where I've been you have to
Get along.
get along. Sorry, this isn't your show where you can go book a ticket to Cabo on your plane, which is full of crap, by the way. It's not you don't have a plane, girlfriend.
Noella said Heather's a narcissist.
Well, she has MILF in the back. Okay,
Wait.
I want to take a poll. What man would want to have sex with her? How is she a MILF? Okay, I just want to know. I just want to know.
You want to ask me?
Yeah,
No,
no.
I don't want to.
I don't think any man would want to F that.
I want to show you what happened right after that. Right after that, she said that.
No, I'm not sure I'm the right friend for you. I feel really bad for Noella. However, I'm not going to give this any life. It's ridiculous.
I don't need to have deep friendships with everybody. I'm very happy with keeping social friendships.
Life is too short for this stuff. You're going through a lot. You need to focus on your family, and you need to take care of yourself.
I need to do more with my life.
Now, I think you got plenty to worry about.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give myself that for right now.
Yes.
I would.
Yeah.
What's up with the Mary Tyler Moore outfit? I want to know, with the hair and her boobs pushed up like at the itty bitty titty committee. Ooh. Like, what is that? Like, you don't look sexy. Like, why are you pushing your little itty bitty titty committee boobies up like that? It's not at all attractive. Mary Tyler Moore.
What struck me about that scene was that it seemed like she was just dismissing Noella. Like, okay, it's time for you to go now. Get out.
Yeah, get out.
I'm done with you.
In my shrine of narcissists.
In my shrine.
Shrine. Who's got pictures of themselves up on I don't. I have pictures of my family, but I don't have, like, that is so ridiculously narcissistic. It's unbelievable.
Well, someone did give me a DILF mug.
Yes, well, you are a DILF.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
I like the DILF mug.
Thank you.
It's apropos.
Speaking of which, the next clip is Emily revealing that apparently she doesn't have sex.
I feel like the red in the vagina area is like a stop sign. Because I'm 45 and I'm tired. And I just want to watch Netflix.
I'm 46 and I ain't tired. I want to bang it out like a screen door in a hurricane every night with this one. I'm not tired. I mean,
it's amazing.
It's amazing. So,
there's something else going on, maybe?
What do you think's going on in there?
Well,
Are you gonna be like this for me?
Michael.
Annoyed by everything I say?
Maybe. I almost forgot about this other clip that you guys died when you saw it. When Emily said how hot she was at 27.
Yeah.
So let's look.
I remember 27. I was hot at 27. You're still hot, Bibs. I was way hotter at 27. That was my first year in high school.
Okay, where did you get that picture? Was that from Glamour Shots? I want to know, was that picture from Glamour Shots? Because the studded belt with the earring and...
Wait, she had a nose ring? I mean, a belly ring?
Yeah, she had a belly ring.
Yeah.
I believe she did. I don't know.
I have it on my computer.
I saw hips. I just saw hips. I don't know what you call that.
Oh, yeah. I think you're right.
Hips. I just see...
And it has her name on it, Emily.
I just see hips everywhere. Hips. And a studded
She's
belt.
pretty.
She's
pretty.
gorgeous.
Pretty.
I think she's beautiful.
Was she a model or something?
I was hot at 27.
I think we were all a little bit better looking at 27.
Everybody's good.
I've gotten better with age. Don't you think?
Yeah, I'm.
You have too.
I've gotten better with age.
Yes, you have.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
But
Okay.
I looked the same as I went in 27, I think.
The final clip. You do. I've seen pictures. You look
Yeah.
very similar to yourself at 27.
Yeah.
The final clip might be the greatest cliffhanger in RHOC history.
I believe so. This is the best cliffhanger of history of RHOC.
You have to listen very closely at the end. Okay, listen.
Listen very, very closely,
Very
my
closely.
friends. And wait, when you listen, watch the subtitles. Okay?
Well, the subtitles, they don't
What-
put subtitles on the last
I
line.
know. I want to talk about how they
Okay.
don't put
Okay.
the you know what? They just left out a whole group of hearing impaired. You know, I mean, at least have a little person, you know, on the side, how they do, you know, that do the sign language.
You know what we should do?
You know
we should
what?
put it on closed caption and see if it says it on closed caption what he said.
Yeah.
I want to check that.
I want to see. But if not, they could have had a little person that goes like this.
Oh, you just gave it away. Okay, watch it.
Where's Gina? I don't know where Gina is, but I have to pee so bad. I had so many shots.
You should do that.
I don't do that very often. Jane, come with me. Come in here with me. No, come with me. Come with me. No, come with me. You have to help me pee. I'm sorry I called you last night. Please don't get mad at me. I'm gonna put out when we get home.
Does that mean butt sex is possible?
Okay, I'll let you do that.
Okay, I'll let you do that.
Does
But
that,
you
wait,
have to use lube first.
Can I say what he said? Does that mean butt sex is possible? And she said what? I'll let you.
I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it tonight, but you have to use some lube, not spit.
Wait, she didn't say that.
No, I'm just kidding. But like, is butt sex possible?
Don't-
Now they didn't use that on they didn't type that out. Why? I mean, what happens? I want to see it closed captioned. We gotta
Yeah,
look. I've done
we'll
that.
look.
Yeah,
We'll look.
If they wrote that out, if butt sex
If
is
they
possible.
did, I'm gonna shoot it on the camera and add it to the end of the show. It'll just
Because-
be an epilogue to show you whether they did or didn't. I'm gonna do that. So you keep watching to the end, and you'll see whether or not closed caption says what he said.
Yeah, because you know what? They're leaving a whole subset of a group out there.
What, the anal sex people?
No, of the hearing impaired that
Oh.
want to hear what he had to say. We all heard it. He wanted. I mean, that's a cliffhanger. I want to know if they did do it.
Well, that's the cliffhanger. Did they or didn't they?
Did they?
Did he get some? She said on Watch What Happens Live, she was on Watch What Happens Live after the show, she said that she yacked in the car on the way home.
Well, he's doing anal. He's not kissing her.
Good point. But I think, like, if she yacked, and she probably went home and passed out. So if they had sex, it was, you know, she wasn't participating. She wasn't, like, involved.
Yeah.
That's just my take. I don't know.
I just have to say one thing. I think Emily's beautiful, but you gotta stop wearing the back stuff, okay?
The open back?
The open back, all right? I mean, like, he might get confused. He might be like on the back. I mean, it's like you gotta stop wearing the backless stuff. Just
You don't think it
an
looks
FYI.
good?
No, absolutely not. It does not. It's not flattering. It's not attractive.
Yeah.
You gotta have, to show your back, you have to have it toned and ripped
And it's not.
and sexy.
Okay.
And no.
Well,
And I'm not being
maybe
mean.
he finds
I'm
it
being,
attractive. Maybe he.
well,
finds
maybe he
that.
does. Maybe he likes to play with that. I don't know. I mean, he likes the backside. Maybe he likes
Apparently.
the whole backside.
On that note, we're going to wrap it up for our RHOC recap for this week. We're really glad that you guys are with us, that you've been supporting us, and that, and again, we hope that you'll go over to patreon.com and click on our Rick and Kelly Unmasked page there.
And we don't
check
really
us
talk
out.
about, we talk about so many good things. It's very, very educational.
It's a lot
and-
of fun.
and it's a lot of fun. And
News of the day stuff.
yeah, it's great.
We have 21 episodes. And before we go, here now is a clip of our experiment with closed captioning for that particular scene.
I'm sorry I fell asleep last night. Please don't get mad at me. I'm gonna put out when we get home.
Does that mean about sex as possible?
I'll let you do that.
There it is.
On the Real Housewives of Orange County.